Peace. I don't know why your other message is not coming through. I see your piece. Cars Knopflin was good. Juan Torres, he said, peace to the gods and goddess. That's right. The science student. Mike Hobbs said, Ramadan Kareem family. Okay. Sullivan Walker. John Solar. I see you. What's good? I seen AD from the Killer Priest show. Shout out to AD. Producer over at the Killer Priest show. We appreciate you for coming through. Everybody, as you join the room, make sure you click those likes. Click that like button. Click that share button. Peace, God. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure you subscribe. Click that notification bell. Oh, yeah. Flat power, my brother. All my Flat Panthers in the house. Click that notification bell and click all so you know what time it is. So peace, God. Aayanna Divine sound like she must be the earth. Peace. Well, she definitely sound like she must be positive, conscious. Okay? We love that here. Let's go. Peace. What's good? Welcome back to the Godcast. I am LordJamar. Shout out to the rest of my family, Digger, Godfrey, Artie Stacks. On this Thursday night, though, I wanted to bring a sister on. Been talking about having her on for quite a while now. I think we've done some IG stuff, but we never got to the full YouTube Godcast experience. So we're gonna do it now. You know, I'm a man of my word. Yeah, I like her. I like her outlook. I've been a follower of her many different IGs, I guess, over the few years. It seems like, I don't know, what, she get hacked or some shit like that. Some shit be happening where she be having to change her shit, but we still follow her wherever the fuck she, you know what I mean? Whatever she turn her handle into. So yeah. I'm sure y'all know her because a lot of us travel in the same circles. And many shall come, but only a few shall be chosen, and those who are chosen choose themselves. And she's definitely a sister that has chosen herself to be a representative of conscious sisters out here in this world. So, ladies and gentlemen, with no further ado, I want to welcome the sister goddess Aayanna to the Godcast. Peace. Smiling. Yeah, you like that? Was that a good introduction?
Yes, it was.
Okay. How are you, Queen?
I'm doing well. I'm awesome on vacation in LA, so I'm enjoying myself.
Right, which explains why it looks like you're in a hotel room. Yes?
Yeah, I'm at the Marriott, and it would look a lot better if I could just brighten it up, but then it messes up the lighting. So, because it's really bright outside, I have a balcony, you know, enjoying my.
Listen, a hotel, all hotels look alike. You could have been at the Marriott, you could have been at the Hilton, you could have been at the goddamn Red Roof. We don't know. We don't know. It just looked like a hotel room to us. Well, we thank you for taking your time out to join us here on the Godcast. Um, and yeah, why don't you just tell the people a little bit about yourself and you know what I mean? What you do, what you're known for, your frame of mind, as we like to say. Let's get
Right.
into it.
Righteous. Well, my name is Aayanna, and I grew up mostly in South Korea and also Mississippi and Alabama. I'm an activist. I was kind of raised into
Wow, I
this.
didn't know you grew up in South Korea. That's super interesting. Go ahead, keep going. We'll get
Yes,
back to that.
yes. I've been raised, my parents raised me to be a leader in the community. So I've always done volunteer work and I've always been very active in my community. And of course, that, held over into my adult years. And once I, got into my consciousness, stepped into the knowledge of self, I just geared that towards the Black community. And I've been here ever since. I consider myself a Black familyist. So I'm all about whatever benefits the Black family. Um, Bullshit aside, you know what I mean? I make devices that absorb EMF radiation. That's what I do. But I also am a social media influencer. I love my people. I'm passionate, and I'm known for being passionate online. So,
Yes, you are. Well, that's what's up. I'm glad to have you here, and I just kind of want to have you as a I don't know, just a little alternate voice here today. Just a fresh voice. Fresh female voice here on the Godcast. Um we love Digga Digga, but yeah, I just wanted to bring you on and see your take on certain things. So real quick, you said you grew up in South Korea.
yes, I grew up in South Korea mostly.
So I'm assuming that someone in your father was in the military.
Neither of my parents have ever served in the military, but they both work for the Department of Defense. So because of that, I'm like a military brat, So
And what did they do for the Department of Defense?
I'll keep that
Is it too?
confidential.
Oh, they do top secrets shit, huh? Okay. So how was it growing up a young Black girl in South Korea? What was that like?
I loved it. I think because I grew up in another country where there's not necessarily like this massive sense of an oppressive system. I grew up with a lot of freedoms that I wouldn't necessarily have had living in America, 3Ks. I didn't grow up with a sense of like anxiety when police, like I'm so hyper aware about how much anxiety I may get or my friends may get that are riding with me, whoever I'm riding around when a police officer, drives by. I mean, totally could be clean, but we all kind of, it's this anxiety, it's this like tension. And everyone always like clams up, make sure everything's good, we good, everyone's, and it's just
And
like,
you're saying you didn't grow up with that in
I
South
didn't grow
Korea
up with
as a
that.
Black
Let me tell
girl.
you, it was one time there was a fight at a club, it was a lot of soldiers,
And
and
you speak fluent Korean, yes?
no, I do not. I
Oh.
don't. Like I can speak. I definitely not. When a lot of your friends are half Korean, like there's not a necessity to really speak full. But I mean, I spoke a lot of Korean when I lived there, but I haven't been in Korea since 2010. So,
Mm.
um, all of that is gone. I may, go get some Korean food, but as far as
Yeah.
yeah, no. But yeah, I didn't have that anxiety of police. Like, I remember, there was a fight that broke out and throwing my drink in a cop's face because he put my friend, my best friend, in a police car, and I was just like, he wasn't even involved. Threw my drink in his face, grabbed my friend out of the vehicle, and they let me do this. And we went on about our way, and all he did was say a few cuss words or whatever, and went about his way. Like, because the reality was they didn't know that it was him. There was no need to be massively like authoritative. They didn't have guns. You know what I mean? So it's not like I grew up with my doors unlocked. Like that wasn't a big thing. You know what I mean? So living in America is like this constant oppression that people that have grown up here all the way are so used to. But if you step outside of America, 3Ks, you can breathe a little bit more. You know what I mean? So I definitely would prefer living in South Korea over America 3Ks. but yeah, definitely making it towards the motherland.
So why the hell did you even come to America? What brought you to America in the first place?
I joined the military and then I got married and had kids and
So you
I'm here
joined the
now.
military. What branch of the military were you in?
The Air Force.
And how was that?
It was cool, taught me the discipline I needed, but I'm so glad I did not stay in the military very long. So.
And you got married to someone in the military?
No. My ex-husband he's from Mississippi. He's hometown type.
So how did you get from Okay, so you joined the military, and then when you're in the military, where are you stationed at? In Mississippi?
In San Antonio.
San Antonio? Okay.
Yeah.
How'd you get to Mississippi?
Well, my mother's from Mississippi. So even before I joined the military, I had gone to Mississippi State University. My parents are both alumni at Jackson State. So I already had roots there. I had a lot of friends there. I was hanging out. So, and I already knew my my ex-husband. We were already friends before, I went to school. So.
Nice. Okay, well, just getting a little bit of the background.
Right.
So last time I was like, well, first of all, hold up. I got to shout out my man. He's a sponsor of the show, but I actually really like his shit. You ever heard of Dion Jenkins?
Dion Jenkins? No.
Well, he ran for president.
Okay.
Black brother.
Okay.
And he rapped.
Okay.
And he has an album called The Black Vote. And the shit is fucking dope. Mm-hmm. The shit is fucking dope. It's refreshing. The boy can rap. Beats is hard. Fucking got a link in the bio. I mean, in the description right now. If y'all want to check it out. He ain't fucking with like iTunes and all that type of shit. So you can only get it on his website. So he's trying to show the value of just doing for self. And I respect that all the way around. So he's trying to show. Oh, that was your shit that just popped up? Oh, okay.
Yeah, my bad. I was just pulling it
up. So his link is in the description. The Black Vote. Dion Jenkins. Check it out. He definitely got some fire. Hold up.
Got some bulldogs in the chat.
What they saying? What they talking about?
Nah, they just saying they went to MSU.
Oh, that's what I thought. Oh, Bulldogs. Okay, that's what it's called. Mm-hmm. The Mississippi University, the Bulldogs.
No, Mississippi State University.
Mississippi State. Okay. Yeah. I never was knowing a lot about colleges and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, I never went to college. I don't know. I didn't aspire to when I was young to go to college. Like,
I ain't mad at you.
I know a lot of people that just know about a bunch of different colleges. Oh yeah, this state. Da, da, da. I'm not that aware, other than the standard, black colleges, Hampton, Howard, that you hear about. Mm-hmm. Clark, Spelman, shit like that, and then the white colleges, Harvard and Yale and Princeton, shit like that. So we've performed at a lot of colleges back in the days, and someone like Sadat, he knows all that shit. So listen, let's get into some world shit, man. Some shit that's going on out in the world. I'd hate to touch on this subject, but I gotta touch this subject one more time. And I need somebody, I need an objective opinion on this. Okay. So everybody saw the slap heard around the world, right? And I stated, and I still stand by, that this shit was fake as fuck. Okay? Tonight, I will present video evidence that it's definitely fake. I'm going to tell you why it's fake. And if after me presenting this, if you don't get it, I don't know what to tell you. Cognitive dissonance is real. So first of all, did you see the slap? I'm sure you had to see it. There's no way you could have missed it, right?
Definitely did.
Now, your first instinct upon seeing it, what did you feel?
Laughter.
What did you feel in here?
Oh, I thought it was funny. But I didn't have powerful emotions. I very much dismissed it, but I thought it was funny, slightly funny.
Did it look weird to you?
I thought it was weird. Yeah, I thought the whole situation was kind of off. So, for whatever reason.
Yeah, the shit looked weird to me just from the onset of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I gave my opinion of certain reasons why I thought it's fake. One of the things was just to add to the
Oh, it looks like it froze. I don't know if it's frozen on my end or what. But I know we finna get into this slap. Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully it comes back soon. But I don't know if it was fake or real. Personally, my opinion is definitely that if it's not helping Black people, it's not really much of my concern. I wish it wouldn't have been so blown out of proportion, but it could be a reason why it was blown out of proportion. I don't know. Oh no. Definitely not about to despise. You guys, I'm gonna get off of here and hopefully everything works back out. Maybe we'll come back.
Holy shit! Are you here? Testing. Oh, I don't even hear you. Hang on a second.
No, I had muted it. My bad. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. All right.
Yeah. Do you want me to close the curtains?
Holy shit! What the bump, people? Yo, my whole internet just cut off, bro. My whole internet just cut off when we was getting. Whoa. Yo, that's crazy. Hang on. What Artie Stacks just text me? Hang on. What he's saying? Wow. That's crazy. Well. Oh, I see you in the chat talking about I'm full black.
Yeah.
Damn it, I got freckles too, just not as many as her, but I got freckles. You got close, you know. Well, listen, that ain't gonna stop me. Now, if it happens again, somebody said your phone will be next. Back up. Oh yeah, did you do it, Felicia? Was that you? Hey, I appreciate you for sticking around. They can't stop the truth. So listen, it's real simple. I'm gonna get into this thing real quick, and I'm gonna tell you why this shit was fake. Now, I can't speak to all the fake shit that's happening afterwards. Well, why would he do that? Look at all the fucking ramifications that's happening afterwards. Like, listen, I'm telling you, it's all fake. Okay, it's all fake. Any ramifications that might be happening, blah 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 blah, it's bullshit. They're used to lying to you, and you're used to taking it. So here we go. First of all, I got to get into the science of acting and the science of what's called blocking. Okay. So, me as an actor, seasoned actor, I've been on many a set. Okay. You know, Sopranos, Law and Order. I mean, the list goes on. Like, you know what I mean? Anyway, so there's a thing called blocking when you do when you do acting. All the movement, none of it is just random. Like when one guy moves to a certain place, the camera knows they're going to be there, so you have your mark. Everybody has their mark, and so there's what's called hitting your mark. When you're rehearsing and all of that type of shit, and when it's time to do your shit. So when you're practicing, usually they have like tape and shit down on the floor where your marks are at. And when it's time to really do it, they pick up the tape. So you have to kind of remember where your mark is at. So you might count out your mark, okay, my mark is 4 steps from where I'm at, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then boom, I hit over there. That's my mark. I'm going to show you right now how Chris Rock and Will Smith both hit their marks. Yeah, I don't know why that's coming up in the background. Chris Rock and Will Smith both hit their mark. I don't know why anyone else has not seen this. I'm going to point it out, and y'all can decide for yourselves if I'm right or if I'm just making this up. Okay. So I'm about to share my screen. Oh, no, wait, hang on. I don't want the full. Hang on. Trust me, y'all. It's not going to take too long. Because it's so fucking obvious that it's fucking ridiculous. Okay, here we go. You ready? Boom. Now, let me put it in full screen mode. Now,
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right?
now there's her little cue with her eyes.
That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Uh-oh.
Now he knows. Now right here, he knows. Now look at his left. Look at Chris Rock, right? Look at his left foot. Can y'all see my arrow? So look at his left foot. Because they've practiced this already. He's gonna plant his left foot on his mark, which is about right there. Now you see the way the stage has lines and all of this, which looks like they look like decorations. This line, you see this white line that I'm pointing to right here? That's Will Smith's mark. This guy's mark is like, it looks like there's the black kind of a line like right about here. He's going to plant his foot back there. But this white line is Will Smith's mark. So get ready. He's going to plant his foot down very purposefully and watch how Will Smith stops perfectly at the line. Ready? Here we go.
Oh, wow.
Did you see how he had to, like, so as to not walk past the line, his right foot had to do a half step in order to stop at the line. Now let's look at this again, people. This is called hitting your mark. Now let's watch it just fluently. Chris Rock stomps into his mark, and then Will Smith perfectly stops at that line, which is his mark. And notice also Will Smith is looking down as he's walking up there. Ready? Go. He's looking down for his mark.
That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Uh-oh, Richard.
Stomp into it, looking down, mark, bam.
Oh, wow. Wow.
And then smirk a little bit. Look over to the side at whoever you're supposed to look at. Will Packer, probably. Did I do a good job? Boom.
Oh, wow.
Right there. Who you looking at? Real quick. I feel like he looked at somebody right just before that. Like, yeah, I did that right. I told you I got this. I told you I can make that
Will
shit
Smith
look
just
good.
smacked the shit out of it. Wow, dude.
Now, why Jada ain't over here consoling him? Calm down, baby. Calm down.
I'm going to.
This is the part that makes people think it's real. But they forget that he's up there for best actor. Okay. So, what do you think about that? Am I bugging? Or did I just...
I don't think you're bugging. I mean, Hollywood and Hollywood antics.
Huh?
It's Hollywood and Hollywood antics. I just...
Maestro Fresh West, peace. He says, salute Richard Williams. The Oscar prevented and distracted us from celebrating the positive impact of the Black father. That's actually a good point. Although he tried to use that to act like he was some sort of strong Black father that was protecting his family. You see what I'm saying? That's why that slap was, kind of necessary in the motivation of when I get up here and cry, when I, and talk about being a protector. If I had slapped him previously, that's going to make it even more. All eyes are going to be on me type of shit. Well, why would he do that? Look at all the things that happened afterwards. I'm telling you, it's all fake. That's what I'm telling you. If the smack is fake, then those tears was fake. Then this fucking punishment is fake. Resigning is fake. Like, what kind of punishment is that? I'm going to resign from the academy. That's going to stop me from voting and shit like that. Like, seriously, what does that really do? Like,
right. Someone in the comments, New York Old Soul, said Chris Rock would have to be an incredible actor to pull off that awkwardness. It's not fake, it's real. That was the only thing that made me think that
He
maybe
is an incredible actor,
I
you
know
idiots.
he is an actor, and that was the one thing I said even earlier on the phone with you. Like, he's an actor, but that awkwardness, it
They're
was
all actors. We're
that's
there
on point.
at the fucking Academy Awards, people, with actors. This is what y'all don't understand. Chris Rock is a good actor. He's not just a good comedian. He's a good actor.
Yeah, you're right.
And I'm telling you, if y'all didn't see them when I just showed you, just like I just showed you, they stepped into their fucking marks. Like anything after that, talking about awkwardness or anger or punishment is all some bullshit. I just showed you that they hit their marks. You can't make like I could try to walk on stage 1,000 times. I'm not gonna walk perfectly on that line. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's not an accident to stop perfectly at that line, Mr. Smith. That was your mark. They couldn't put X's and shit down. So they had to use the design of the stage for markers. It's very simple. It's very simple, people. That's it. That's it. And so what I'm saying is they lie to us all the time. They do shit like this all the time.
Yeah.
And we believe a lot of fake shit that happens. And so that's why they're comfortable with pulling stunts like this on you. So just wise up, people, and just know that what they say, believe none of what you hear and half of what you see. Is that the saying? Because it's for shit like that. You can't necessarily even believe what you thought you saw because you got these motherfucking wizards and magicians doing all kinds of chicanery to the masses. And just think about the balls that you have to do that to a bunch of people. You can fool some of the people some of the time. You can't fool all the people all the time. And I'm part of all the people. So there it is. I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, Goddess Aayanna, do you have anything you'd like to talk about or any topics you'd like to bring up?
Well, I appreciated that this incident brought up the conversation about mental health in the Black community, especially in regards to Black men.
Oh, and he says he's going to rehab for this.
He's going to rehab?
A luxury rehab. That's what they say.
I thought rehab was for drugs. Okay.
Maybe
well,
this slapping rehab, this, slapping the shit out of people rehab out there too. Fake slapping people. You can go to rehab for that too. Or lying to the people. Maybe he's going to rehab for lying to the people. That shit fucks with you in here. But go ahead.
But yeah, no, I just appreciated that the conversation was coming up, and a lot of Black men were talking about how hard it is for them to express their emotions, and that's kind of toxic, and sometimes it can boil over, and it'll be something simple that just makes somebody explode, and I'm always concerned about our people, especially our mental health, because we never got any treatment after slavery. We never went to therapy as a people. They didn't pay for us to go to therapy. We didn't go to group therapy to talk about how slavery had impacted our families genetically and how we can heal that. We haven't done, we're just really waking up to realize how bad the trauma is, honestly. And so, I just really appreciated that. And whether, oppression period, whether you with the slavery thing or You know, the fact is we're oppressed and we have been through it and we have been terrorized for hundreds of years. And, you know, it's something that I'm happy that more people are talking about. And hopefully more people are actually seeking therapy and getting help. So, you know, I mean, you're a Black man. Tell me what you think about Black men and mental health in these times.
I mean, you know, I feel that we live in a mentally ill society as a whole. I think the Black men are mentally ill, Black women are mentally ill, white men are mentally ill. All these motherfuckers is mentally, like everybody's mentally ill to some degree. And through that mental illness, I feel that certain things are being construed as toxic or you know, negative, where certain things are natural. Case in point, like fighting and roughhousing. Like that is a part of a rites of passage among males, especially coming up. This is how you figure out who the alphas are and the betas. That's not just the only way, but that's one of the traditional ways. You know, it might have been wrestling or, you know what I mean? It doesn't have to be the extreme of killing each other. See, that's where it's gone wrong, where now we're shooting each other and all this type of shit. But, you know, a good game of King of the Hill, you know what I mean?
I think you're absolutely right.
Socially helps to organize the group and put people in their respective social places. And so certain things I feel like that they saying is toxic masculinity is actually fucking mentally ill people trying to diagnose some shit that they don't even fucking understand. Or basically it's again the artificial people trying to take natural things and make them unnatural and then make their unnatural shit seem like it's natural. Yes?
No, I feel that.
So we just got to be careful sometimes, you know what I mean? Like,
no, I feel you on that. I feel like you have there's like some hesitation for you to talk about Black mental health because you don't necessarily want to say that we should be talking about Black mental health just because we'll appear to slap somebody for. Now, I absolutely agree with you on that. I think that that's one of the reasons why I was like, this is not a big deal. You know, like men do stuff like this. Why is this? But there's such an attack on Black masculinity. But at the same time, in relationships, and a lot of our relationships aren't working, and I think that that's because a lot of us need mental health, men and women. We all need some therapy, some healing. We need to figure out who we are. A lot of us don't even know who we are. So I absolutely agree with you on that sentiment because Black masculinity in its raw form is absolutely important. And we should allow Black masculinity to flourish how it naturally should flourish. So, you know, we can know who's who and we can understand, you know, that their nature is set up for a reason. Like you said, it kind of puts people in certain perspective. Okay, this ain't your job. You're not necessarily the leader, but you can support here or here, you know. So I have to agree with you on that sentiment.
yeah, because this guy just wants to twist, you know what I mean? He just wants to twist everything around. Damn, what was I gonna say? Because yeah, I don't know. It's just the twisting and just trying to demonize. This is what I was gonna say. The type of mental health that I'm worried about is what you were saying earlier about like riding in a car and having such anxiety when the police pull behind you.
Yeah.
Like anxiety is part of your mental health. Anxiety is not natural. We shouldn't have these anxieties just because, you know, somebody pulls behind you. Like, what's that about? Like this is the type of mental health that we really need to address, and that has no genders. I mean, even though probably males feel it more, but I know females feel it too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Look at a Sandra Bland. That's a sister that got pulled over. You know what I mean? And I know for us having that frame of reference of a Sandra Bland, that gave a lot of sisters now anxiety that they might not have had necessarily prior to seeing Sandra Bland.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a constant onslaught on our senses, especially on social media, especially for those of us that are especially tuned into the Black community. There's a lot of pages that will constantly post, where we're getting brutalized by police or where something isn't going in our favor, where there's some injustice happening to Black people. And it really wears on your energy. It's like, damn, it almost give you a sense of hopelessness, and anxiety. It's like, damn, I can never get out of this. This is stressful. How do I do it? How do I do it? And sometimes we just need to get back to nature and just tune in, tune out, But yeah, no, that's real. We it's so many constant onslaughts on our senses and our nervous system here and really all over the world. But it's a lot we should be working on as far as protecting our energy, if nothing else.
Absolutely. Do you have how do you protect your energy? What do you do to try to protect your energy?
Man, I got crystals all around me, swimming bowls. I won't get on social media for certain amounts of time during the day. I'll just block out like, okay, 4 hours. I'm just going to be working. No phone, no social media. I make devices that absorb radiation, that absorb toxic energy and put out a lot of healthy energy. So, having Organite around is always nice. Being very healthy, making sure I eat right, so that my body can physically take the anxiety of this world, can deal with it in a better manner, rather than feeling overwhelmed or constantly overwhelming my senses. But yeah, just being holistic and being mindful, being very aware of myself and my own energy, and knowing when it's too much for me.
Why do we need to block out these like EMF? Like, what's wrong with that? Like,
I mean,
aren't cell phones and stuff swell? Like, isn't like Wi-Fi, isn't that the greatest?
Oh wow,
Like,
yeah. So
technology and shit like that. Like, why would I want to even block these rays?
Because they're absolutely toxic. They literally cause cancer. There's no way around it. There's too many studies that came out. I remember being a little girl, I want to say 4th grade, and there was a story about cell phones causing brain cancer. And you have to understand that a lot of these stories are purposely put under the rug. You never hear of it again because these big cell phone companies pay for these things to go away. But the truth of the matter is radiation from your modems, radiation from your cell phones, your laptops is absolutely toxic to you. You're literally radiating, like nuking the cells in your body when you're holding your hand on using Wi-Fi. When someone calls you and your phone is up to your ear, there's a straight signal going through your brain. You're literally radiating your brain. And we're so used to it that we're really numb to actually feeling the energy bother us. But it absolutely is tearing up our insides on an atomic level. So it's really important that we protect ourselves from that. And Organite can protect you from EMF radiation. Dark stones tend to protect you, like shungite, smoky quartz, black tourmaline. That's one a lot of people know about. But just having something around some of these technologies to observe, especially if you have children, they don't have the density in their skull to block out the radiation when you let them get on the phones. So it's so imperative that we protect our children, so that they can have a chance at having the best brain function and at being as healthy as possible, even in this hectic world.
Are the headphones even better? Are the earbuds better or worse?
Oh my God, those, and I have gotten on people so bad, like nobody around me is going to have one without hearing my mouth. Those earbuds, throw them out, throw them away. They are sending us like the whole time you have in, if they're connected to Bluetooth, you don't even have to be listening. They're sending a signal straight to your brain. It's just constantly going through. Okay, there we go. It's constantly going through your brain. So you're just sitting there just nuking your brain the whole time you have these things, these pods in your ear. It's so bad for you, but because it's so trendy, people will still wear it. beware of that trendy technology. It tends to be the most dangerous.
I mean, all this fucking technology is trendy. You know what I mean? Because they're always coming out with something new, it seems like. Travis believes, thank you, my brother. He said, appreciate the insight. Got mine from godpeace.com. Plug. Godpeace.com. Isn't that your website?
Yes, it is. It is my website. Oh, what type of dog is that?
What's that?
What type of dog is that?
That's a bully pit.
Okay. That's a pretty dog.
What you doing, man? He looked like he got caught doing something. You can see his face. Yeah.
But yeah. Protect your energy. In whatever way you can, protect your energy.
Right. Protect your energy, which means watch the type of information you take in as well. Because they're trying to fuck up your energy with false information, with fake news, with fake science. You got your schmack schmeen?
What?
Do you have the schmack schmeen?
No. Oh. Oh, you know I do not. I would never put that type of text. How long have you been saying it like that? I've never heard that.
That's a recent one. That's a recent one.
That's a good one. I like that.
Because, some people, they trust the devil's science, man. So they're going to fucking do what he says, man.
And we will let them shoot us up with some stuff. They won't even tell us what it is. And we will let them put that stuff up our bodies. I'm talking about you have to have some type of sense of no love for yourself. If you sit there and put something inside your body and you don't know what it is, bare minimum, at least know what's going inside your body. Because if you looked up some of those ingredients, you might think, I can't pronounce half this shit. Maybe I shouldn't put this shit inside of me. It is insane what we will allow these people that have oppressed us for hundreds of years and continue to do so. And we're gonna listen to them. Okay, massa, you got that doctor degree, massa. Eyes will go roll up my arm, my shirt, and let you put that shit inside of me, massa. Mm-hmm. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. I'm sorry.
Because I ain't going to listen to that boogity woogity black stuff. They talking about being natural with herbs and spices and all this crazy shit. Boy, if that shit wasn't made in a laboratory, it can't help me.
Man. Yo.
By the white man's divine hand. If he didn't make it in his white laboratories with his white coats on and his white skin, I'm not taking it. Boogity woogity.
He said the smacks me.
Because if you say the words,
Yeah. I know how YouTube and then
you gotta try to get around it some kind of way. Schmovid 19. These motherfuckers.
But then I heard all type of stuff was happening with that. I'm like, yo, y'all will trust anything at this point. I cannot. For those who thought it was okay to get it, I can't. I almost am understanding to the people who felt like they would have lost their job, their form of income, and their way of living and supporting their family. I can almost understand that. I care too much about myself to really understand it. But for the people that is just going along to get along, like, oh my God, please, some type of self-love, self-knowledge, something. Let's work on it.
I mean, it really, to me, this whole schmemic, it really showed how gullible people are. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it really showed how certain people are just easily led in the wrong direction and hard to lead in the right direction. And that's just what we're dealing with, you know?
Facts.
This is what
I still couldn't believe that we believed that masks, like fibers, like threads, were gonna stop
still believe it.
virus size. We thought that was gonna stop a virus. Okay.
First of all,
okay.
this is what I'm saying. Like, it's
mask.
But it's even deeper than that, because with the fact that we even believe that we can catch something from each other, that's a whole nother mind fuck. That's a whole nother mind fuck. How come I can't catch your health then? How come I can only catch your sickness, but I can't catch your health? Huh? Tell me. Explain that. Can you catch cancer?
No, you can't catch cancer.
Right. Because it's all about what's going on with inside the individual. So it has nothing to do with proximity and contact. This is all some germ theory that came up with your boy Louis Pasteur. And the only reason you even know that is because he won a marketing campaign. Basically. Same reason why you're using light bulbs and shit like that is because Con Edison won over, the nigga Tesla and all of that.
Right.
But that don't make light bulbs better than free energy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That don't make this so-called germ theory real. Because that's what it is. It's a theory. This is a theory. There's plenty of studies that show that that's bullshit. You don't catch shit from people like that. You have your individual state of health. Certain things can be triggered, which will cause toxins within the individual's body. But I'm not giving you anything.
This is my first time I'm hearing that might not. So, from what I learned that from the white man. So I can't,
Exactly.
I think that viruses, are in the air and germs and bacteria. But like I said,
it comes from inside you. Just like mucus builds inside you. Mucus doesn't come from outside. Mucus builds inside your body as a result of things that you are doing to the body, of what you're introducing to the body. So you already have mucous membranes. Now they will increase depending on if you do good or bad. You see what I'm saying? So you have certain shit inside your body. And if you put things in there, toxic shit in there, certain viruses will occur to try to heal the body. You're always in a state of homeostasis, okay, where the body's always trying to heal itself, just like the earth is always healing itself. Yeah. So that being said, viruses, fever, all of these things are processes of the body to try to get rid of toxins, basically. That's why you cough. That's why you're supposed to cough. You're supposed to sneeze.
Right.
And they give you things to stop coughing and sneezing.
Right.
To stop the fucking symptoms of what you actually need in order to dispel these things out your body.
That's right.
So even if it was true, let's just assume that, yeah, you can catch shit. Yes, it's ridiculous to think that a little piece of cloth is going to stop this from, if you think this is, if that's how you think it works, well, then that cloth shouldn't mean a goddamn thing. You know what I mean? You need to do the old John Travolta, the boy in the plastic bubble. Remember that? You ever seen that? That was the shit.
Remnants of that. I think I remember remnants of that.
Yeah, the boy in the plastic bubble, John Travolta. And he had some autoimmune deficiency. I guess he had an early case of AIDS, and he couldn't come in contact with nobody, or he was gonna die. But then I think at the end he just said, you know what? Let me just get some fresh air because I just love is gonna bring me out the bubble. I think is what happened, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Yeah. And somebody said, I hate seeing little kids with masks. Me too.
The worst.
And they're mandating them, like they're saying older kids could take them off, but they're still making the little kids wear them. Isn't that sick? Like they want 5-year-olds and shit in school wearing this shit. The fuck's that about?
And that's why my kids are homeschooled and not going back to school.
Your children are homeschooled. Let's talk about that for a second.
Let's talk about it, because people think it's very hard, and I'm a hardworking mother. I do not homeschool my children anymore, just like myself. They have a online homeschool program that's accredited across the nation, and I also have tutors for them. So and they are not behind in anything, but my son excels in math. Like he's at a 5th grade level and he is in 2nd grade. And so my son was in kindergarten multiplying. Yes.
Wow.
Yes. So I have tutors for them in certain subjects, and I'm also looking for an African American history teacher or just African history teacher. But yeah, I get tutors for my kids during the week, and they'll have for the things I want them to have, a little bit better. So absolutely. Take your kids out of those systems, private, public, I don't care. Get them out of there. Those schools right now, don't trust it.
What led you to that decision? Did they ever go to public school?
They went one year, and because I've always been into homeschool, and that's why my son was so ahead when he went into kindergarten. So that his kindergarten, and matter of fact, 2 years. It was like half of his kindergarten year and his whole 1st grade year, they went to public school, which is the first time they did. My daughter did private school 1 year.
You have twins? They sound like they're in the same grade. You have twins?
No, my daughter is 10 and my daughter is about to be 10 and my son is about to be 8 this month. So
okay, gotcha.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're close in age though. So
gotcha.
Which is why my son is so ahead, because I taught him while I was teaching her and he was able to keep up, which lets me know I could have been teaching my daughter a lot younger. So but yeah, so you get an online homeschool program and you get them set on a schedule. And I promise you, it's not as hard as it may seem, where you're doing all of the work, because you don't have to do any of the work if you don't want to.
I think people feel like, homeschooling means that you have to come up with a curriculum or some shit like that. No. Like you have to all of a sudden now be just super smart in all these subjects and all these type of shit. And a lot of these parents know that they was fucking struggling when they was in school and shit. And God damn it, I was fucking up in school. How am I homeschool my children? Like, and you're saying even a parent like that can do it? Yes,
absolutely. Like I said, I have taken in the last couple of years, my business started booming, and I just couldn't homeschool like I wanted to. That was one of the reasons why they did try the public school out for a little minute. You can there's a lot. And I wasn't very aware that there were so many homeschool programs until the COVID thing happened and they were already at home. And I was just like, well, this is trash anyway. Let me find some other resources for my children. Since I can't pick up where I feel like the school is failing them, leaving off or whatever. But yeah, like I said, and certain programs, look for, here's the cheat code, because a lot of these programs will cost you a pretty penny. But if you look for scholarship programs within these schools, these online schools, a lot of time you can get it at a fraction of the cost. My kids are in a scholarship program, which doesn't mean your kids have to necessarily excel in certain things. It just means that they have to do a certain program. So they may be watching tutorials at 7 o'clock once or twice a week, and that'll get the cost down to a quarter of the cost. My kids go to their online program for 25% of the actual cost. And when you have multiple children, you got to make it work. There's ways around it. If you can't afford certain things, like I said, look for programs that. Now,
what are some of these tutorials they might be teaching?
You said what?
I said, what are some of these tutorials they might have to watch?
It'll be according to the school. So the school will be dishing out the tutorials. But as far as my kids are concerned in their online program, they'll just touch world subjects, and they have to sit down and for an hour and listen to their programming. Which usually, like for the online school that I have them in, it isn't really too bad. It's usually like a let's help the world. Like this issue is going on here. Let's talk about it, and they'll go on to some agricultural issue that's happening in Ethiopia or some random country, and they'll just talk about the political effects on a younger level.
People, make sure you look into the schools, because nowadays I'm sure some of the tutorials will be about how Jim is really Jane and vice versa.
Oh yeah,
and all
no,
this
not
crazy shit, or
yeah.
just a tutorial on trigonometry itself. And we don't need those tutorials.
Yeah, but a lot of the online schools are actually very conservative, so you won't see too much of that anyway. Because the reality is the public schools are the ones that are going really liberal, which is making a lot of conservative parents draw back, like, where do I do with my kids? Well, there's a whole host of online schools that are catering to the conservative parent that is pulling their children out of school because this is madness going on.
Right.
So.
Would you consider yourself conservative?
I would. If I would give myself a label in that, I'm an Aquarius, gang. If I would give myself a label on liberal versus conservative, I'm much more conservative.
Yeah, so am I, actually. I don't know when I realized, like, God damn it, I'm a conservative. But not in the way that, and I hear the word, when I hear the word conservative, I hear conserve, like conservation. Like I'm trying to conserve something that's precious. I'm trying to make sure that it's good. Like, conserve it so you just don't spend it or fuck it off. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what a lot of people, these liberals, will just fuck some shit off, like, and it's just like, but then when you say conservative, people think of like a white conservative, you know what I mean? And it's like,
yeah,
that's a whole different animal. Like, just because you say you're conservative, that don't mean I'm rocking with Trump and all that. That just means my values are not all wishy-washy like
they're
yours.
more traditional,
like,
more natural.
They're more traditional, and they're not they don't sway by the media. Like, because the media is doing the thinking for a lot of these people. If they say that something is good, then it's good. They say you should do something, and these motherfuckers is doing it. Okay, they're giving you some Cash App love up in this motherfucker.
Someone asked me for my Cash App, and I gave it to them. They sent me some money. I appreciate that.
There you go. Yeah. Well, that's homeschooling. That's something definitely I think we need to get into. We used to call school the devil's workshop.
Really? Know what I mean?
That's what it is, like the devil's workshop. Like,
yeah, no, I feel that. I just never heard that about school before, but it sounds about right. Yeah.
The gods used to call school, like, yo, gotta go to the devil's workshop, the fuck out of there. Yeah, this motherfucker snoring like a motherfucker.
Your dog?
Yeah. If people, that be at the show, they know they're used to this motherfucker. But yeah, it's like, because you give your babies away to these fucking strangers, man. Like, or somebody said dead pres they schools. You give your babies away way too early to these fucking strangers that you don't know.
And you're
who
letting
are teaching them,
minds.
Who are teaching them whatever the fuck they want to teach them. And they're doing like crafty shit behind their back. Like, you don't have to tell your parents that, you got this schmack schmeen while you was here. You can just go ahead and get it. Be a schmack schmeen hero and go ahead and get yours. Really? Oh, yeah. Your parents, they don't really know, they're a little old fashioned.
Right. That's how they gonna pull
Your
them.
parents are very old fashioned, but it's okay because you're more forward thinking than them.
I heard they don't even like white people. We'll just keep
Right.
this between, that we're not all bad. So we'll
Right.
keep this between us. Yeah.
And they're trying to make it that they can legally do shit like that. Like, this is why you just got to get these motherfuckers away. And yes, homeschooling, it's not as hard as you think it is.
It's not.
My brother's in the chat. Shout out Reality 914. He said research Beauchamp. He is the antithesis of Pasteur. Like, the reason why people believe in germ theory is because Louis Pasteur and his germ theory. Well, there was a guy named Beauchamp who talked about the exact opposite, how things develop inside the body. You're not being attacked from outside, that these things actually start from inside you. But he didn't have, it's called germ theory versus terrain theory.
Okay.
But he didn't have the, okay, got you. He didn't have the, whatchamacallit, the finances that your man Pasteur had, you dig?
Mm-hmm.
So homeboy just won the media war, basically.
I just wonder if that's what was like this versus that, and it was just like, okay, well, somebody got financially backed. Could they have been more financially backed because and convincing people that something outside of you is affecting you versus something within you, which is a lot more in your control? You know what I mean? They teach us to always look outside of ourselves, and it's the outside when really a lot of this stuff is internal, even mental, spiritual, emotional. So that's interesting.
Exactly.
That's interesting. I definitely will have to check that out.
Yeah. Well, listen, I know you got to get ready to get out of here soon. You in Cali time, and I guess you about to do some have some LA nights. It's Thursday. LA nights. You got your LA crew. They probably did. They just waiting right behind the camera, like, hurry up, girl.
One of them is,
girl, we have to go hit this bar. No, I just feel your energy. She ain't bust you out. She didn't say nothing. I just felt you back there. I'm asleep. She said, I'm asleep. But yeah, I appreciate you for coming through. Once again, follow the Queen, Divine Stargate 1 on IG, godpeace.com to get your Orgonite?
Orgonite EMF protectors. So yeah.
Orgonite EMF protectors. And see, I ain't gonna front. I kind of thought it was like, this is really. And
that's why I have to use an ion meter.
Then I seen you with the meter.
Yeah. No,
when
it's
I
real.
seen you work
real.
the meter, that's when I was like, whoa.
And did you see how much it cut from, and how much? I mean, it was reading so much off of my phone that it couldn't read anymore. That's why I've been telling people, yo, you have got to start protecting yourselves, because the radiation coming at 5G, this 5G stuff, this stuff is so lethal. And you have got to protect yourself, because it's just nowhere. Even if you don't have a 5G phone, it's just no way around it. It's everywhere. Protect yourself. For real. This stuff is crazy.
I actually, they have new episodes of MTV Cribs, and I was watching the shit, and Big Sean was on there. And in his crib, he had a big ass like EMF blocker shit on his table, like some just circular, African, pyramids and all, but it was just some like electronic thing that he had sitting on the table. And he was just going into the science of, this is an EMF blocker, and you need this shit because, these phones and da-da-da-da-da. So, yeah, I agree. I've seen it work. I need to get me one, actually. And you need to get you one, too. So there you go, godpeace.com. Check the sister out. And I'm sure if you say you was from the Godcast, she'll do something for you.
Yeah, I'll throw a sound. Yeah.
She'll, something. But yes, so listen, I'd like to bring you back another time when you have time.
Anytime. Yeah.
I know you do the astrology thing. Maybe you could do some readings or something. And,
facts. Sure. I love astrology, so whenever you're ready, just hit me up.
That's what's up. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Goddess Aayanna.
All right, thank you.
Peace.
Have a nice day, everybody.
Yes, y'all. The goddess was in the building. Definitely check her shit out. She make the shit her own self at the crib. And yeah, she do her damn thing. All right. Yeah, Big Sean is a smart young brother. I don't know. Did I see Kemet statues? I know he had like a Buddha. He had a Buddha statue. Oh, you're welcome, Queen. Yep, all her stuff is custom made. Go check her out. Godpeace.com. Calm. Okay, anything else y'all want to talk about before I get up out of here? Did y'all see my evidence? Did you see did you all see them hitting their fucking marks? Do you agree that they hit their marks? Did you see Will Smith stop perfectly at that line? And then give a fucking a slap that you'd give like in stunt school or some shit like that. What else is going on out here? No, I'm not going to talk about my brother. I know some of y'all want to talk about the Kang. I'm not going there. That's my brother. Somebody else can talk about it. I'm going to leave that one alone. All I'm going to say is sisters need to be protected, but not all. Brothers need to be respected, but not all. It's like we have to be worthy of certain things, man. When you moving out here like a fucking queen, like a goddess, then by all means. If you moving out here anything other, moving funny style, moving whorish, it's hard to protect that. Fellas, if you're not moving how you need to be moving real weak out here, real spineless, you don't need to be respected. So black love is beautiful. Yep. He said Mike Lowry and Ali. Actor slap. Deion Jenkins, the black vote. It's in the description. Go check it out. It's LordJamar approved. You heard? What else is going on in the world? Somebody said, why am I so judgmental? Everybody's judgmental. Why are you so judgmental of me? Huh, Ray? Why are you so judgmental of me being judgmental? Big up to Brooklyn, you know. Fidel Domingos said, LordJamar will live long. LordJamar will live long. Okay. Yes, sir. Oh, reparations in California. Did y'all hear about this? They're talking about giving reparations in California. Interesting. Now, how are they going to have people jumping through hoops to prove that they're descendants of slavery? And just what kind of till are we looking at here? Somebody said LordJamar smoking on that Isaac Hayes. Is Isaac Hayes good? I don't know. I'm actually smoking some Sherbaccio. Ariel, you know about that? Yeah, that's interesting though. And then I could have sworn I heard Biden talking about reparations somehow again, but now he's sliding, Native Americans in there. Not the Native Americans. I just thought the kind of Native Americans did get something already. Something. Casino, something. Where we has got nothing. Like, it's just funny how every time the conversation comes to us, it's always mixes other people in. Well, people of color and all. Well, that doesn't mean just black people then. You're talking about, you'll put Asians and, Hispanic and all these other different people who didn't necessarily go through slavery in this country. Although, hold up now. When we say Native Americans, I'm thinking of the traditional Mongolian Native American. But if we talk about the Native American that look like you and I, the one that they fucking also tell us is African, well then, yeah, I guess Native American should be in this bill. You see how it gets tricky? These motherfuckers. And now they'll have us fighting hang on. They'll have us fighting to take Native Americans out of the reparations bill so that we'll be taking ourselves out of it. Ooh. Oh. I just cracked the case just there. Hold up. So they want you to be angry, okay? Because trust me, it's all about pushing your buttons emotionally and the black and the white. So they want you to be angry of how they always mix in others into the colored spectrum. So now when they specifically mention Native Americans, they want you to get mad so that you'll exclude Native Americans, ultimately excluding yourself. Whoa. Talk about trick knowledge. That's crazy. Talk about trick knowledge. Shout out to DMX. I know y'all see the shirt. Yeah, that's the thought. Because again, they got us thinking that a Native American, we have a frame of reference of what we think a Native American looks like. So we trying to exclude those motherfuckers, not even thinking that we would fall in that category. Now you get to the line, right to the line of reparations, and then you exclude yourself by saying that you don't want Native Americans to get it. Ooh, what you hear? Says one thing I heard about the California reparations conversation they was having was they do include lineage. Do they include lineage or not? And many of those that were there who knew that would be counterproductive. Do they include lineage? I mean, I'm almost certain they would say you have to. That's very, very interesting. What's this fucking shootout? I heard about a shootout or something in Sacramento. 6 killed, 10 injured. And they got some brothers that did it, unfortunately. They said it was some gang shit. Was that real? Or was that some shit to fucking help demonize us some more? I don't know. They so used to fucking doing fake shit and lying to the people. See, this is why y'all got to learn about flat earth. I ain't going to front y'all. Like, this is why y'all got to learn. Because if they learn about that, they'd lie about anything. They lying about dinosaurs. They lying about all this fucking Australopithecus. And get the fuck out of here with all that bullshit. You don't understand the level that they lie. So it's like when they get up there and do fake slaps, of course, that's nothing. King Toxic said, "Hey, LordJamar, love your show. Name's Fatima, by the way." Or Fatima? I'm a little confused because usually I thought that was a sister's name. No? Am I saying it wrong? I thought Fatima was a female's name, but it says King Toxic. So now I'm a little confused. But thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. I'm sure you'll clear it up later in the Reyes. Shut up. There's no such thing as living on the outside of a ball that's spinning. Okay? They lied to you. Oh, what up, T Jinx? Shit, you must have been around. Yo, Lord J, what happened to that lady that did your genealogy? Shit, Natalie Green, she's still around. She do her damn thing. What is it? MyBlackHeritage.com, I believe is her shit. Go check her out. I know, the dog going crazy, right? Hey. Come on, man. Too loud. Corey Flood. What else is going on out here in the world? Talk to me, people. Give me some before we make moves. Yeah, only paleontologists find dinosaur bones, right? We should be tripping over these motherfuckers the way they supposedly ran the earth, right? Ah, there we go. She said, "Yes, I'm a female. LOL. This is my son's account." See, that all explains it. I knew I wasn't bugging. I was going to say, wait a minute. What kind of new world order are we living in, goddamn it, when a brother is naming himself Fatima? Like, come on now. Like, this is when motherfuckers don't even understand the root or the etymology or the origin of a word or a name, and they just think they just coming into some consciousness and they hear a name that they think is positive and they just try to take it. So I was hoping it wasn't that you weren't a brother naming himself Fatima, because that was going to be a little weird. So glad you cleared that up. I mean, it's how people believe we're spinning at 1,000 miles per hour at the same time, going around the sun at 66,000 miles per hour, and then the solar system is spinning at 400,000 miles per hour is beyond me. How do you believe that? I don't know. Because somebody told you that that's what's going on, and even though you don't feel yourself moving one iota, you know, you believe it because the white man told you. That's why. Because the white man said it so. Oh, what's up with this fucking? They're gonna let this judge get in there, that Katani Brown or whatever, with the white husband. What he said, what's my take on space? It's not what they say it is. It's not what they say it is, and they ain't never been there. So don't believe the hype. It's a sequel. I saw a lot of people that wasn't gonna fucking vote for her ass. Damn, we coming up on the 1 year anniversary of DMX departure, huh? Probably why I felt this shirt. Rick Ross might go where? To space? Come on, bro. He not doing that. If he say he did, then we know. Where, you know what I mean? We know he not keeping it real with us. and coming to what do they call? Right at the top of some shit we supposed to be weightless for. That's not out of space. So that's where they taking niggas. There plenty of people been there already, and we not sure what that is either. So I believe we're in a glass encasement. I don't know what it's made of. I know we have to be in some sort of closed system as to not be touched by whatever elements, whether it's water or what you think is an endless vacuum of space. Something has to be protecting us in order to have a pressurized atmosphere, because anything pressurized has to have a covering. It's that fucking simple. There's no way around it. And to say anything to the contrary is to be foolish. Yeah, go to Sirius A or Sirius B. Tell me how that trip was. My brother said, like, for real, for real. Whoever seen a tree making oxygen to say, hey, look at that tree is making oxygen. And if trees make oxygen, why isn't illegal to chop them down? It's got to be something else making oxygen. Or there's such an abundance of trees that they could chop them down and they're always going to grow back. The whole fucking shit about shortage of trees and all this type of shit. And they're chopping down the forest, man, get the fuck out of here. Lies, lies, lies. The earth regenerates itself. It's all good. It's been here for fucking thousands of years. Trees, motherfuckers been chopping down trees. And now because they got mechanized shit. Trust they had mechanized shit before. They had mechanized shit before. And the trees are still here. This earth is too vast. This whole idea of shortage and scarcity is to some shit to make you scared. Look at the word scarcity. It has the word scare in it. Scarce. Scare. Scare you with scarcity. Come on, people. It's not called trick knowledge for no reason. He's a fucking actor. When I think of Neil deGrasse Tyson, he's a fucking actor. A liar. You don't know. Oh, we got a lot of smart people in here. That's right. Horizontal. Horizon means a level plane of land and water. Horizon. Horizontal. Not curvizon, as Brother Sanchez would say. Shout out to Brother Sanchez. On my Flat Panthers. I see you. I don't really watch UFC like that, to be honest. Somebody said you've been watching UFC recently. Nah, not really. Look deep into nature and you'll understand everything better. Yes, sir. This is facts. Salute Sanchez. All right. Well, 5% is an FOI hangout. Yep. Sometimes. That's right. Reality. So peace to all the Flat Panthers in the chat. Appreciate you. You know, a lot of cognitive dissonance. Like I know my Flat Panthers when I showed the blocking and I know y'all seen it. Y'all seen it with because you have a critical eye. You're able to discern. Certain people you can show them and they still don't want to believe. They still. Well, why would they do? Why? Why would they do that? Listen, the why doesn't really matter. They're doing it. The why doesn't really matter. There could be multiple whys. I can only guess as to why. that doesn't mean just because you don't have the reason why that's stopping it from going on. You know how many murders happen where they never know why? Unsolved murders. You know, the guy kills somebody and then he kills himself. We'll never know why. But they both dead. Shit happened. So everybody's stuck on why. I can tell you why. And a lot of people don't take that. Why would you want to say this shit is round and all of that type of shit and you're spinning? To make you feel precarious. To take God out of the equation. Those are some of the whys. But at the end of the day, the why doesn't matter. They still lying. Regardless if you don't understand how they benefit from it or not. They lying. My fucking light back there get on. Hang on a second, y'all. Yeah, that shit. I know somebody's like, thank you for turning that off. How am I liking the MPCX? I'm enjoying mine. I love it. It's great. I should have never left the NPC community, but I did. But I'm back now. Well, thank you, Nia Muhammad. She said, I like it in here. Chill and good conversation. Ooh. T. Jinx said, and can't anyone that I've asked explain how somebody could be walking upside down of the spinning ball? Nobody could answer that for me either. Nobody could answer how come I can't hover in a helicopter for an hour and come down and be somewhere else. They can't answer it. All life exists inside the egg, not on the outside of it. If it's round, we're on the inside of the round, not on the outside. No. Well, verbally disciplined, yes, but not physically. But yes, when I first got knowledge, everybody's a little nervous and certain things you know, you're going to get wrong. Where we at? I know next week, August 14th, Grand Poobah and myself, we're going to be in Newport News in Virginia. And then on the 16th, we're going to be at the Apollo, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. If y'all is in either place, come check us out. Energy/frequency is constant, always moving. Indeed. Terazita Van Baum said, the Matrix is powered by globism. Knowledge is power. Facts. Oh, we got a lot of Demetrius Barnes, the principle of vibration. Nothing is at rest. Everything is in motion. Indeed so. So how can the earth be safe? See, that's hilarious. How can it be stationary? See, you're talking about at a subatomic level. Everything is in motion. Okay? I'm standing here right now and this looks like a solid, but really it's not a solid. Because at a subatomic level, there's holes in here. So what you're talking about is some bullshit fucking psychology to try to prove that you could be spinning at 1,000 miles an hour just because things are at a subatomic level, at a vibratory move at a vibratory rate. That has nothing to do with giant masses spinning. Like right now, I'm not moving. But am I moving? At a subatomic level, I am. But I'm still. Same way the earth. At a subatomic level. Yeah, it's moving and vibrating and breathing. That's how you get high tide and low tide. But is it spinning at 1,000 miles an hour, you fucking idiot? No. I hate a dumb motherfucker that thinks he's smart. That really pisses me off. A dumb motherfucker that thinks he's smart. Just the way you posed that question. Yeah, I agreed with you. Are you talking about hermetic principles here? Bro. You's about to get yourself booted. Everything is in motion. Nothing is at rest. I just told you. Yeah, at a subatomic level. But everything is not spinning. And what's spinning is above you, not what you're on. The stars are spinning above you just as they appear to be. Channel Key said, go outside, look up. Is anything moving, especially at the speeds they claim? If we was going 66,000 miles per hour, you'd look at the sky at night and it would be like Star Wars going in hyperspeed. Facto, there will be something called parallax. And if we're spinning at 1,000 miles an hour and then going around the sun at 66,000 miles an hour and then traveling through the universe at 500,000 miles an hour. First of all, we should never see the same stars. And we would see a crisscross of stars. And it would look like what he's talking about, hyperspace and all this. It would look retarded. That's not what we see. You don't understand. Demetrius, you know what? My math is not off. Your math is off. And I'm going to put you on timeout because you don't need to be talking. Shh, Demetrius. Shh. You sound stupid. Shh. No talking for you. And if you come back in here after you get off a timeout, talking your bullshit, with no merit, with no scientific backing, other than trying to lead assumptions of, well, if everything's moving, then it must be moving. Like, oh man, you sound so stupid. Please. That's right. That's right. This is a dictatorship. If you don't agree with me, keep it to yourself. Because if you get in the chat talking stupid, guess what's going to happen to you? It's the block party. Block party. I don't give a fuck. This is not for you to fucking spout your stupidity when I know you're wrong. I'm not just going to let you come in here and just say whatever you want. No. Sorry. It's not going to happen. So come on back respectfully. Come with something real. But I just hate when a motherfucker tries to pretend to be smart. Like, don't do it. Don't do it. It's not going to end up well for you. Larry Sharp? Who's Larry Sharp? It's not about being stuck in an echo chamber, Christina. You're the one that's actually stuck in an echo chamber. I've heard all the stupid arguments already, and they're retarded. I've heard them all. No one can answer my questions. So what are we talking about here? It's not an echo chamber. I just don't listen to nonsense. V the Geek. He said the Earth is flat and stationary, covered by the firmament, aka dome. The sun and the moon are within the firmament. They are not 93 million miles away and 238,000 miles away. And the moon revolves around the Earth. Facto. Facto. Okay, V the Geek. My brother Reality knows who you are. Okay, I think he may have a channel actually. Right. Black God said, nigga think their viewership put ownership into your YouTube channel. Okay, K-Me says, why is the moon and sun round, but the earth not? That's like, again, I have to use this analogy for all you people that keep saying this fucking round shit. First of all planets are not round, but you just said the sun and the moon. So I'll just take those two. Just because the sun and moon are round doesn't mean that what we're on is round. You're making an assumption. I use the analogy of a pool table. When you're on a pool table, if you're looking out, all you would see is a bunch of round balls and maybe a long stick on the table. That doesn't mean that the table itself is round. That just means all the balls, that component of this whole thing that we call a pool table. There's a bunch of balls that are round, but the pool table's not round. So it's the same concept. The sun and the moon could be round. That doesn't mean that we're round. That again, it's like you jump to these assumptions. This guy says, well, everything's vibrating, so I must jump now to the assumption that I'm spinning at 1,000 miles an hour. If the moon and sun are round, then I must now jump to the assumption that I'm on something that's round. we may very well be in something that's round. In something that's round. But not on something that's round. And that's the difference that y'all just don't seem to understand. But you'll get it one day. You're going to have to. Is time out over for you? Are you come to talk nonsense? Oh, okay. Yes. Talk about something else. No, I did not produce that joint with Fat Joe. I wish I did. Beat Billionaire did that. 5 is my boy. And I do work with Drop Records. So if he got a joint, I'm posting it. It just so happened that the 2 videos prior to that, I did produce those. So it seemed like a lot of people thought that maybe I produced the one with Fat Joe. But no, I did not produce that. Wish I did, but I didn't. Yeah. Somebody said CDs are round and flat. Okay. And see, and it's funny when people say they think flat like a CD. They think that you're talking about being on some sort of disc, some sort of flat disc. And so your whole, see, they've had their whole life to give you visions of their model. So you don't even really have, a lot of people don't even have a frame of reference of what, when we say flat earth, what that even looks like. They're thinking of stupid shit like, a round CD or something like that. And, where you can fall off the edge and all of this stupid shit. Yeah, that's what they're thinking. But that's not what it is. And I guess we're going to have another show here at some point. An orbital plane is flat. An equatorial, here we go. Oh, I have a model, sir. You have no model. Here you go, trying to sound smart. Let's see, V the Geek. The theory of gravity is also a fraud. How can gravity be strong enough to keep 16,680 tons of water attached to it while allegedly traveling 490,000 miles per hour, but allow humans to jump? Right. And allow house flies to fly and allow guppies to fucking move through the water. But I'm sure Demetrius has an answer for that. He's going to say something really smart. Okay, well, you know what? He's not going to say anything now. Bye, Demetrius. Yep, you're gone. What'd you say, Christina? Said, Lord, assuming you were flown to a safe to see Earth as a globe via space program, you still won't believe that, right? Since they can manipulate you into seeing things via hologram. They would, I think she was trying to say, fly me to space. Flown to space to see Earth. That's the only way you're going to do it. No, you'd have to take me, and don't try to knock me. Oh, we're going to go to sleep for a little while, and when you wake up, like, no. Keep me awake the whole time. Uninterrupted. Fly me. But see, I don't trust these bastards. They're gonna take me up. They're gonna take me up and be like, nigga, you know there ain't no fucking kaboom. Oh, the space shuttle blew up. But anyway, listen, they can easily end this right now by sending a live stream. We all say this. They can just send a fucking live stream right now of a rocket going out into space. They keep claiming they could see Mars and shit. Well, then look back at Earth. Why haven't they looked back at Earth and showed us the motherfucker spinning with the buildings upside down? Do that. It should be so easy, right? Don't you got a space station up there that's right there? Huh? Don't you got all these satellites and shit like that? What the fuck? Like, use them. Point that shit at Earth and show me the shit spinning 1,000 miles an hour with the buildings upside down. Why have they never done this? Okay. All right. Uh-huh. Yeah. Somebody said, almost died laughing when you told one of your dogs to shut the fuck up on the live stream. Hey, man. They be fucking noisy sometimes. Right. And real footage, not a CGI cam. Not fucking Google Images or none of that bullshit. We talking real fucking footage. Let's see it. Elon Musk, where's the live cam? This nigga's gonna say, it looks fake. That's how you know it's real. And y'all motherfuckers believe some shit like that. Like, but then again, y'all the same motherfuckers that thought that Will Smith fight was real. You see how it all, your willingness to believe one thing makes you have a propensity to believe other shit. Right. They'll send a probe to Pluto, but never once point their camera back to look at the Earth. Come on, man. Everything you've seen is a CGI image, people. I hate to bust your bubble. Read the Greek. He said, YouTube search. 1965 scientist claims the moon is plasma. Landing on it won't be possible. I saw that video. Then search NASA. We destroyed the technology to go back to the moon. Read the Greek. He's on point. Reality said, do more research, Christina. All pictures of Earth and space are CGI. They have never been past low Earth orbit. Be the Greek. How the fuck do you destroy the technology to go back to the moon? Right. Who does that? How would that happen? Wouldn't that be your most precious technology? Wouldn't you guard that with your fucking life? We destroyed that technology. This is why we've never been back. And this is the shit y'all, these are the answers that y'all believe, like, accept. These are the answers y'all accept. Yes, NASA, not a space agency. Crazy. Yes, Nia. Wow. Never a straight answer. Listen, it's real talk, y'all. I've done the research. You're going by what you remember from third grade. Okay? You're going by what you remember in third grade. Thank you, Censored Me Not podcast. I appreciate you. V the Greek said, Shalom, family. Have a good night. Peace. Oh, I keep going the Greek. The Geek. V the Geek. I don't know why I want to put the R in there. V the Geek. He's probably like, fuck that. I ain't no Greek. Not down with a frat. No, I ain't no Greek. Message from a black man is what you see. All right. I appreciate you coming through, V the Geek. Chanel Kayas. If you look at any of the space footage from the 80s, it looked terrible. That shit looked like old Godzilla the movie with dude in a suit. But it looked real when you was little. Sure as hell did. Yeah. Listen, man. Probably going to do another presentation at some point. Get somebody to roast. Somebody that thinks there's some fucking scholar or some shit like that. Bring them up here. And let them have it. Right, Real? That's what the fuck we need to do to one of these motherfuckers. Because basically, if you're talking globe shit, you're talking out your ass. It's just quite that simple. You're talking an unprovable fairy tale. You might as well be talking about Santa Claus. Some shit like that. It's time to empty your cup, people. There's so much shit. That's right. We've all been indoctrinated to believe a lot of bullshit. And what you think you know ain't shit. Get Demetrius Barnes. That nigga ain't nobody. It's a nigga talking shit in the comments. All right, people. I'm about to be out. I think we did what we needed to do. We all saw. We all saw the footage. If we need to see it again, goddamn it. If we need to see a man walking onto his mark, God damn it, I'll show you. Because I'm telling you, both them dudes. Yeah, both them dudes hit their goddamn mark. Thank you, Virgil Dawkins. He said, where's Digger? She been MIA. Yeah, she'll be back. They was filming a movie. But she'll be back in effect. Yeah, EB, you late. It's all good. All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all for coming through. Chopping it up. Shout out to my guest co-host, Aayanna Divine. I'm your host, LordJamar. Peace. and flat power.